To hear it from the workers rehabbing this row home,
this was a full gut. We gutted the building.
We want this place to look good, you know?
This Mount Vernon property is more than just a job.
You should have seen this place. I walked through these doors, I'm like, are you serious?
It is a metaphor for their lives.
This was all nothing, all dirt and bricks. We built it up from there.
Built up because so many here tore themselves down.
I'm from Baltimore City. Of course I have skeletons. Born and raised in this town. I have skeletons.
Criminal records, actually.
I sold drugs on the streets.
I was incarcerated 6 years ago for armed robbery and carjacking.
Those crimes pale in comparison, though.
I was sentenced to natural life in prison, and I think I had just turned 18.
To boss Chris Wilson's past. A teenaged Chris Wilson carried a gun. He says his mom was stalked and assaulted and needed it for his safety.
You know, I made some bad decisions. People came after me one night. You know, I had a gun on me. I ended up taking a person's life.
The life sentence seemed like the end.
The fireplace in the back of this unit right here, I think.
But by virtue of us showing you his story, his life did not end there. He now essentially runs 3 businesses.
Great on Homewood, director for the workforce program. So there's T&W, furniture restoration, and then there's Barclay.
The latter, named after, let's face it, a bad part of town, that's where rehabbing other ex-convicts comes in.
I've been turned down a lot from multiple places, even with my certifications.
When I met Chris, I was like, geez, still looking for work.
Terrence served 6 years for selling drugs.
Still laid off. And I don't want to do it no more.
At this point, Chris has probably given jobs to about 30 ex-offenders by his count, trying to break that cycle.
I already had my mind made up that I wasn't going back to prison.
Chris had to make that decision too.
So I said, I have to educate myself to a point where I know I can stay home.
While he was in prison, Chris got his GED, an associate's degree, and studied business. Oh, he also speaks 4 languages.
Spanish, Italian, and a little bit of Mandarin. It comes in handy too on the site when you have people working, they speak different languages and you can...
You say Mandarin?
Mandarin, yeah.
Mandarin because it was part of his master plan he devised in prison.
When I was 19, I wrote up my plan. Says no more funny business, I'm serious about this.
It's pretty much the reason he's free today. After 16 years behind bars, a judge looked at Chris's good behavior and his plans for outside of prison. That judge made Chris's plan into law.
So you have to get out there and finish it. You can't get out there, just be some regular guy and get a job. If this is what you want to do, these are your goals, you do it.
Chris was released. After years of hard work and networking, he's now one of 6 entrepreneur fellows at the University of Baltimore's business school. The metaphor of Chris's life is that he has a life. People who roll the dice and hire him see it too.
It's great we gave him a second chance. Believe me, he is an amazing businessman, and he's making things happen.
He not only employs people, sometimes he picks them up personally.
Hey, it's good to go to work. Praise God. I give all my praise to God.
He meets with real people he places in real jobs, oftentimes still with real struggles.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Where was he shot at?
Chris understands there are people who think he should still be in prison, but he reconciles that with his work.
And the same people that feel like I shouldn't be out here should just understand, like, I'm working in the communities that most of these people wouldn't drive through, wouldn't walk through.
He's always moving from work to school to work again.
That's why now I don't sleep that much, but I slept enough on the inside for a whole lifetime. So it's no more sleeping, no more.
No more prison, no more cycle.
If people want to turn their lives around,
In Baltimore,
give a brother a hand or a sister a hand, help them out.
Paul Gessler, Fox 45 News.